Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Battlefield video. I know it's been quite some time since my last one, so I'm sure that this video post will be a surprise to you. But I just got done playing the Battlefield 6 beta a couple of days ago, and that game is so good that it's inspired me to want to start making videos again leading up to the game. I know it's a month and a half away, but I'm really excited about it, and I tell you, that was some of the most fun I've had playing a Battlefield game in probably 10 years, going back to Battlefield 4. I think it was even more fun than Battlefield 1. I know that's a hot take. People say Battlefield 1 is great, but I still think 4 and 3 were better than Battlefield 1. The thing that really made me want to make a review video too was that I had watched a video by a really popular Battlefield YouTuber called Enders, and I thought that his takes on the Battlefield 6 beta weren't that good. And I actually disagreed with a lot of the things on there. And that's not to say I don't like him. I actually really like his content. He's a really good player. But there was a lot of stuff in there that I just really didn't agree with wholeheartedly. Especially about classes and the maps and stuff like that. I really think that his takes weren't good. So I just want to make my own and just kind of go over my own thoughts on the game. I have some stuff written down. I'm just going to go through quick here. So to start, obviously this game is just night and day from Battlefield 2042. It's insane to even think that this is made by the same company. It feels like a completely different game. 2042 is just so awful. And I know one of my earliest videos on this channel, I think it was my first, yeah, it was my first one, that you can go ahead and skip. Don't bother watching it. Trust me. Do me a favor and don't watch it. It was me saying that it's a slow cooker. You know, you let this game bake for a little bit and it gets better, but it doesn't. It's always going to be bad. It's a terrible game, and it's a bad Battlefield game. Let's just talk about the gunplay to start with here. The Battlefield 6 guns, they feel a lot heavier. They have some real weight to them. Battlefield 2042, they kind of feel like you're sliding around like it's nothing like an arcade game. They kind of feel like those like Chinese games that people try to play and say are good, but I think a lot of them are bad. I'm going to put them on the screen right here. I can't think of what they're called. The guns sound really good. They sound beefy. Sounds like your bullets are like hitting hard. Sounds like the guns are real, you know. Sounds like they have some weight behind them, and I really like that. They look really good too. I think how all the weapons in the game look really nice. There is obviously some stuff in the game that needs to be polished up. Some texture stuff is a little weird, but you know, it's a beta, so it's going to get fixed. Like I said before, Battlefield 2042's guns kind of felt like paper. They felt like they were just like nothing, you know. It was just a bunch of pixels, and the guns looked smooth and like they made out of clay almost, I thought, you know. And Battlefield 6's, they looked real and they felt real. One of the biggest things I liked about Battlefield 6 2 was that editing your guns and customizing them actually made them feel different. You know, you could put a foregrip on the gun and be like, oh man, this actually feels different now, and I could see the recoil change, and I could feel the recoil change. I really feel like you can make your gun feel the way that you want, whereas in 2042, the fact that you can adjust the gun on the fly, I don't know, it makes the guns feel like nothing. So just some cons, I guess, about the guns. There's some unbalancing issues. Obviously, the shotgun, I mean, the gun is unbelievable. It already was nerfed a bit. I noticed definitely during the second beta I was getting killed less by the shotgun than I was in the first. The first one was just unbelievable. And I know everyone's seen the clips, people going on crazy kill streaks with it, but I'm glad it's been fixed already. And I know they're going to fix it on launch, too. I believe they mentioned it. I think that the most underratedly overpowered gun is the SVK. It's a 2-shot kill anywhere in the body at any range, and it's just an insane gun. It's the best anti-sniper gun. It's even better than sniper rifles, really. I mean, the last game I played in the beta, I went 60-7, or I'm sorry, I went 51-7 using just the SVK, more or less, and it's just, it's a broken gun. It's unbelievably good. It's a lot of fun to use, but it's kind of broken. We're going to go to the graphics really quick. The game looks fantastic. Games usually do look pretty good. But this game really looks great, and it has a good feel to it. It's got, like, bones to it, you know. It feels like you're actually fighting somewhere as opposed to 2042, where you're just kind of, like, in a setting, and now you're fighting. It kind of feels like PlanetSide or something like that, where it's just like, here's a terrain that you're fighting on for a little bit, and here's a new terrain. But this game really feels different, and every map has got, like, personality, I think. There's some people saying, in-game, actually, I had conversations with people saying that, like, oh, it's not a very cinematic-looking game, which personally I actually completely disagree with. I mean, I feel like every time I play the game, like, that was like a Battlefield moment right there. That was really sweet. And I also think that games like Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5 lend themselves to being a cinematic game because of the set pieces that you're in and the weapons you're using and stuff like that. But I just think this game feels very gritty, and I think that argument is bad, basically. That it's saying that the game isn't cinematic. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't say Battlefield 4 is a cinematic game, but it looks and plays great, and it's a Battlefield game. So, some of the cons is some of there's glitches, obviously, like in every Battlefield game. There's some really bad, like, fracturing your screen sometimes. It's really unbelievable. It's happened to one of my buddies constantly in the game. Some stuff would kind of phase through stuff. You kind of clip into things. There were some missing textures. In this clip alone of this game, there's like a rock you can get into on the peak map. You can like get inside of it and put a spawn beacon down inside of it, and you can't shoot out of it, but you can kind of like come in and out of it. It's pretty funny, I think. I don't really think it's that bad, though. Performance-wise, I didn't have any issues. I have kind of bad internet where I live right now, so sometimes my internet is just bad, so that's the only time like my stuff lags. I did feel there in the second beta that the netcode was maybe a little worse feeling, but I don't know, maybe just because there was more people playing, I don't know. But I don't think that's anything on the game. I had great frame rate the whole time, and nothing, I was never like, oh, this looks bad right here. And there was some kind of funny stuff. If you use the machine gun on the little buggy, instead of a gun icon, it just says like placement or like item placement or icon placement or something. I think that's pretty funny. Obviously it's gonna get fixed, but that's kind of funny. So I asked some of my friends and myself what our favorite features are. Obviously the dragging is awesome. I mean, talk about cinematic. The dragging is really, really cool. It's always fun to do, and it's also helpful. You pulling people out of line of fire from the enemies and getting them behind cover so you could heal them, and also the fact that you can heal people faster when you're playing as medic, when you're like standing still, and you can always help up your teammates. I think all that is a really great introduction to the game. The HUD I think is really good. I think that the icons that pop up when you get kills, like Tank Buster or Long Shot, those look really good now. They're less like, they pop up a little less, I guess is a bad way to describe it, but it's more like subtle. I think that maybe some of the numbers could pop a little bit more, like if you get an assist, maybe. Sometimes I would be shooting at somebody and then I didn't realize they got killed because I didn't see that I got an assist on them. But I think that really is good, the new UI and everything like that. The menu's a little clunky to get around, but then once you get used to it, I think that's a really good way they've done the UI, or the main menu now. Personally, I like that I like that the devs brought back the sweet spot. I know a lot of people don't like that, but I actually like it. I think it's really satisfying when you get that one-shot kill too. And I mean, if you're dying to snipers like that a lot, if you're like playing Rush or Breakthrough, just throw a smoke and run around them. That's what I would do a lot. And if you're being killed like that in Conquest, I mean, it's not like you got to keep fighting in the same spot. You can go somewhere else and try to flank them, or just, like I said, get the SVK out and try to counter snipe. I mean, especially in the beta, everyone's using the same sniper rifle, so it's like, if they can kill you at that distance, that means that you can also kill them at that distance. So, I think it's a good addition to the game. I like it. I also like that you could get a lot of points just by playing the objective, healing teammates, resupplying them, support role kind of stuff. And, you can prove that because there were some games where people would have like 40 kills and they would be like 11th on the leaderboard. And then I had one game on Breakthrough where my buddy got 2 kills and 57 revives and just throwing down med packs the whole game. He came in first place above me, who had like, I don't know, 45, 50 kills or something like that at the end of the game. And I think that's really good. It's going to push people to play the objective more if they care about their placement on the leaderboard, but also just getting XP. I mean, just playing the objective means more in this. I think that the mounting and leaning mechanics are really good. It adds some kind of diversity to how you're playing. You're not just like shoulder peeking to fight people. You can, mount your gun on corners and it helps with recoil. You can also just peek and hide behind stuff. I just think that brings some dynamic movement to the game that I think the game is missing before, and I think that these are really good additions to it. Obviously some things I think they should take out. Take out the sliding. I hate it. I doubt they're going to take it out. I know people love it, but, it is what it is. Might be part of the game. I don't really see it that much, though, to be honest, and I think that a lot of the Battlefield community dislikes it as a whole. I think the sliding is just stupid. But other than that, I really like basically every other aspect of the game. I also really like that they combined the support and medic roles together. I think the fact that you can heal somebody and give them ammo all in one class is really good, and make Assault its own thing where they're just like pushing objectives and getting kills. I think that's really good, and it should totally be kept the way that it is. I'm also looking forward to the bigger maps coming forward. I think in this beta they had a kind of a misstep by giving us these small maps that don't have a lot of vehicles in them, because it's like, it's Battlefield, man. Like, I want to play a game with, you know, tanks and jets and helicopters and IFVs and stuff, and that's why I basically was only queuing into Liberation Peak towards the end, because that map has it all, and that's a Battlefield map to me. And even that map is like kind of small, but I think it easily was the best map of the beta. Cairo was a great second, just being like a close quarters, but also having some wider areas to fight in. The other two, Siege and the New York map. That New York map is awful. It really is terrible. Nothing about that map is good to me. I don't like it at all. Breakthrough's kind of fun, and so is Rush, but it's just, I don't know. It's that map is a mistake, and I was excited about it because I'm a Yankees fan, so I'm like, oh cool, I get to play in New York. But nah, it's just, I don't know. It sucks. And I would generally just leave the queue if I saw that was the next map, because I didn't want to play it. And I'm hoping that there's going to be a server browser on launch as well, because I'll just be searching those larger maps. Some other things about the game that's been kind of derisive is that I've seen a lot of people say, like, oh, I can't wait for the Battle Royale. I don't really care about the Battle Royale personally. I'll probably end up playing it, but it's definitely not a deal breaker for me. Doesn't matter. I'm excited to see what the campaign is like. I love the BF3 campaign. I think it's one of the best video game campaigns ever. And I'm sure that's a hot take, because I know a lot of people don't care about it, but I love the BF3 campaign. And I think people are missing like an actual story in their games on like 2042 that was just like, oh, here you go, it's a game now. I didn't play Battlefield 5 basically at all, so I don't know if that story was even good. I know people did enjoy it though. And Battlefield 1's campaign was pretty good too. It was pretty interesting, the different stories and stuff. I thought that was cool. But I'm excited about this campaign, and I'm kind of excited to see, I guess that like Wrecker might be in it, and Blackburn. I'm not sure. I'm not sure who's going to be in it, but I think it's like a crossover from BF3 and BF4 as well, that like universe. So I don't know. I'm interested to see how it is. So yeah, I mean, I think that's all of my takes in the game. I put almost like 45, I would say, hours into the beta. I really loved it, and now that it's gone, I got nothing to play. So I'll probably play 2042. They just dropped that Iwo Jima map and the skins that cross over to BF4, so I'm kind of excited about that as well. So I'm glad to be coming back and making videos on this. I'm probably going to have to reuse some footage because I talked for a little longer than I thought I was going to, but go ahead and, you know, if you want, leave a comment about what you thought of the beta, what you're excited about, what you don't like, if you agree or disagree with me, because I'm really interested to see what the rest of the community's take on it. I've seen a lot of different sides of it, so yeah, go ahead and shoot me a comment what you thought, you know, I don't know, like or subscribe or whatever. I'm going to make some content about Battlefield 6, though. I love this game, so... And also, of course, those trailers absolutely fucking rock. I've been watching them like constantly. They're so good. They're right up there with that Battlefield 1 trailer. So that's great. Whoever at EA that stayed from Battlefield 1 was definitely the guys that make the trailer, and those are the guys that should be getting paid the most, because those trailers are fucking awesome. Okay, guys, it's great, man. Let's see ya.